Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys, I am literally in such a good mood today and I'm so excited to be sitting down and filming this video because this morning my palette restocked for the first time since the initial launch on Morphe.com. You guys know we sold it out in only a few hours the first time, and once again, it is sister sold out worldwide, which literally, like, my mind is blown and I am so beyond grateful for all of your guys' love and support, and I never in a million years would have even expected to have the opportunity to make a makeup product, let alone do it with Morphe, make it literally the best in the entire world, and have the demand and reaction just be so incredibly positive that it sells out not once, but twice. Like, holy crap. Obviously the goal of this palette was to inspire people and make people want to go out of their comfort zones and play with color, and I will confidently say that we are definitely doing that. Some of the looks that I am seeing from this palette are like mind-blowing. The talent is unreal, and that is what brings me to today's new video. If you guys have been around for a while, you would know that I have a little series that I do here on this channel called Recreating My Followers' Makeup Looks. Now, I've only done 2 of these videos in the past so far, but they are truly one of my all-time favorite series to film because of the fact that 1, they are so much fun and I get to be super creative with my makeup, but 2, I get to shout out really amazing artists that I believe have so much talent and deserve a bigger platform, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing in today's brand new video. For today's video, I want to recreate 3 of them. 3 of them, that is still 6. 3 of them that I selected that I just think are so incredibly cool. I want to challenge myself and I want to show you guys at home that have purchased the palette as well, the true possibilities of the looks that you can create. Super quick before we jump into the video, you guys, don't forget that I'm doing my entire month of holiday giveaways. Every single upload during the month of December, I'll be giving away a PR package including the palette and my brush set, an Artistry Collection hoodie that has been sold out in Sisters Apparel and is never coming back, and as well a brand new 2018 Apple MacBook Air. Oh my god, literally the giveaway of the century. All you have to do to enter is be following me on all my social media platforms, including this YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you never miss an upload and you are able to enter into all the holiday giveaways this month. Also be following me on my Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles, and my Snapchat for more behind the scenes stuff is James Charles with an extra S after Charles. Give this video and all my other December uploads a big thumbs up and show your sister's support. And finally, leave a comment down below and tell me literally anything in the entire world. If you love the makeup looks, which one is going to be your favorite later on after you're finished watching, what you want for Christmas, literally anything, just leave me a comment and there'll be 1 winner randomly chosen per video, and every single winner will be announced in the description box of the next video, totaling to 8 winners total. For all the information and official rules on entering, please don't forget to read the description box down below for more details. But yeah, I think that is it, you guys. Good luck, and now onto the video. Alright you guys, so I've been screenshotting literally hundreds and hundreds of looks as you guys are posting looks with the palette, and I also tweeted asking for a bunch of different artists to submit looks that they've done as well, just in case I missed any, and I picked out 3 to do for today's video that I think are going to be so much fun, and I am so excited for this first one because I picked out this iconic look by Makeup by Raquel. Oh my god, look at how pretty this is. It is just a warm tone brown smoky eye, but she added this beautiful pop of yellow in the inner corner. Raquel is one of my all-time favorite artists to follow right now. She is literally 16 years old and she's been doing so many incredible looks using the palette. Like, oh my god, that blending work is insane. I invited her to my launch party and she was just so incredibly sweet and is so talented. She reminds me a lot of myself from a few years ago, and I think she's gonna go very, very far in this industry. So please go check her out and show your sister's support and love. As always, I figured this look would be perfect to do first in today's brand new video because so many people have been requesting a glam look from me, which I totally get. Obviously, I've been focusing a lot on the rainbow colors because that's kind of the point of the palette, but I did put in a ton of beautiful neutral and warm tone shades in there as well. Perfect for everybody who doesn't feel as comfortable wearing those crazy colors on their eyelids and just wants something a little bit more wearable on an everyday basis. This look is going to be perfect because it is a typical glam look, but it still adds a little bit of a pop of color for those of you who just want to dip your toes in but don't feel comfortable going all the way. I'm going to start off by grabbing my M173 brush and dipping it to my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly and using this to prime my eyelids. So opening up the palette, we're going to be mainly focusing on the middle row of bigger pans right here. Obviously, we are going to add a pop of color later on, but I formulated all these shades perfect for creating any warm tone smoky eye, and that is exactly what we are doing today. I'm going to first start off by grabbing an M456 brush and dipping into the shade No Beans. This is the warm tone brown in the palette, and I'm just going to pack this shade right onto my eyelid. I'm next going to grab another M456 brush and dip into 10% off, and I'm just going to place this shade right above that No Beans color and just blend it lightly upwards. Just kind of tapping that shade on there first and then using light light little circular motions just to blend out that brown edge. Moving right up the line, I'm next gonna grab an M433 brush and dip into the shade Code James Right Next Door. And same exact thing, I'm gonna use this color to go right over that edge and start blending a little bit more upwards, just using light circular motions. And then finally with an M441, I'm gonna dip into the shade Tune and then just a little bit of 518 as well, and use this to blend out that final edge. Moving on to the lower lash line, I'm gonna take the same M456 brush in the shade No Beans and just tuck this right up in there, bringing it all the way across the lower lash line and also making sure to connect it up with that outer V on the upper lash line as well. I cannot stand in smoky eyes when the lower and upper lash line are not connected. I feel like it looks really, really messy, so just put that color there. Going in the same exact color order, next I'm gonna grab 10% off and blend that edge out and blend this right below No Beans and then Code James. And then finally 518 in Tune. To highlight the brow bone, I'm gonna grab a little bit of Face on just a flat top little brush and give it a quick spritz of the Prep and Set setting spray and just pop that right up in there. I'm gonna grab a tiny bit of 518 on just that same M441 brush and go over that because that was a little much. So that is the brown smoky eye, literally already complete using the entire middle row of the palette. Like I said, you guys, I've picked these colors for a reason. It is so easy to create the most beautiful chocolatey worm tone eye look ever. I'm obsessed with how this turned out. Now, you could totally stop here, but I do want to add just a little bit of a pop of color, you guys. It is so much fun to do so. I'm trying to decide though, because in Raquel's original photo, she had a pop of yellow in the inner corner, which was so beyond stunning. Like, I was obsessed with it. But Sister Kylie recently posted a picture where she had a pop of pink in the inner corner and it was so beyond stunning. I feel like inner corner colors is becoming a major trend right now. So I think just to switch things up a little bit, because I have been doing a lot of yellow recently, I want to do a pop of pink. So to do my pop of color, I'm going to grab an M431. This is a little pencil brush. It comes in the brush set, and dip into the bright neon pink shade called Skip. Now I do want to give a fair warning, you guys. This pink shade is insanely pigmented, and if you have sensitive skin, it may or may not cause staining. So be careful. I'm just gonna pop this shade right here. I'm just popping it right in the inner corner and then using any excess that's left on the brush to kind of lightly blend it into the kind of transition shades that we had going on around the eye. I'm next gonna grab an M562 in a tiny little bit more of Skip, but really tap off the excess and just use this to kind of fluffily. What? This is a fluffy brush. I'm scared. Just blend out the edges. Gonna dip into a little bit of pinkity drinkity to help me blend this out as well. Next, for that pop of glow, I'm gonna dip into the shade Literally using that same little pencil brush. I absolutely love this color. It is one of my favorites from the palette. And I'm gonna give this a good spritz of the Morphe Prep and Set setting spray and just tap that right in the center. Just to really make that shadow pop, I'm just gonna grab a tiny little bit of a liquid glitter and a tiny little pencil brush and dab that right over top. And last but finally not least, I'm gonna line my waterline using the Makeup Forever Aqua XL color pencil in the shade Pink. You definitely could skip this step if you don't feel comfortable putting a pink in your waterline. I know some people may think that that would look sickly. You can definitely do a nude or a black instead if you want a more smoky look. But for me personally, I really, really like when the pop of color just continues in. I feel like it really pulls the whole eye look together. All right, that is officially one eye all complete. I'm gonna go ahead and do the one off camera quickly and I'll be right back with the finished look. I just finished up the other brown smoky eye and I decided the pink looks very, very beautiful, but in honor of Raquel's original photo, I do want to add a pop of yellow in the inner corner just because the look was literally too pretty not to recreate, and also to show you guys that you can do this with literally any other color. I mean, a purple would be so stunning with this, a blue, a green, like literally anything would look so pretty with this. So I'm just gonna do the pop of yellow and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of B on a pencil brush. Same exact technique as the pink, just popping the shade right in there. Oh my god, so pigmented. Like the pink side, I'm just gonna grab a fluffy brush and just dip into a little bit of that same shade B and just use this to lightly buff out the edges of that yellow and make sure it's evenly diffused into both the regular skin around the area and also into the orange of the smoky eye. Just like the other side, gonna grab a little bit of ring light on a tiny little pencil brush and give it a quick spritz of some Prep and Set and use this to highlight right on that inner corner. Grabbing some more B to make sure that's nice and blended out. Then grabbing a little bit of liquid glitter. Obviously this one is gold this time, and packing that right over top. Then I'm gonna finish this yellow eye off with just a yellow pencil liner. This one is from NYX. Gonna pop on a quick coat of mascara using the MAC Extended Play. For lashes today, I'm gonna pop on the Lily Lashes in the style Oh Grrr. They are not Miami's for once, but they are very, very similar. These ones are actually just longer on the end. So these are gonna be perfect for an eye look like this, where we really wanna focus in on that inner corner. And you can still always use code James for 15% off. So those are both eyes all complete. I thought this was gonna look crazy having two different colors in the inner corner, but kind of like living for this little strawberry banana lemonade moment we have going on right now. I'm gonna go ahead and brush off any excess powder that we still have on the face so we can move on to the highlight. Gonna give my face a quick spritz of the Prep and Set setting spray just so the highlighter has something to adhere to and to kind of melt some of that excess powder into the skin. Then on an M501, I'm gonna dip into the shade Face and just go right in. A little bit right above the brow bone, as always, on the chin. And then with that second M431 from the brush set, just a tiny little dot on the tip of the nose and one line right down the center. Then finally with my E4 brush, I'm gonna dip into the shade Literally, the same color that I used on my little pink inner corner. You guys know I've been loving the shade recently for blending together my highlight and blush. Like I said in the beginning of the video, lips are already on for obvious reasons. And you guys, I think that is the first look inspired by Makeup by Raquel, all complete. I had so much fun recreating this look by Raquel. Well, I guess kind of rather two looks today. Like I said beforehand, such an easy go-to warm tone smoky eye using the middle row of the palette. This is exactly why I created it. And of course, we gotta do a little pop of color as well just to fit with the whole Unleash Your Inner Artist theme. I feel like this is the perfect look for any beginner makeup wearer who wants to just dip their toes into color but isn't comfortable going all the way yet. But speaking of going all the way, we have two more looks to do. So without further ado, let's jump on to look number 2. All right, it is day number 3 of filming this video, but this is going to be look number 2. I just wanted to say that because my hair just got cut, but in the next clip it's going to go back to long and really, really gross. This has been a mess filming, but we're gonna get it done together, you and I. So let's move on to the look. So for the first look, we definitely kept it pretty simple glam, still adding a pop of color, but a really, really great look for the everyday girl on the go. But for look number 2, obviously this is the Artistry palette and it is a full rainbow palette. So for this look, you guys know I had to throw in something there with a whole lot of color. So I found this look by Lauren Bettles. It is this beautiful like rainbow cloud cut crease with lots of glitter, different stars. And I'm obsessed with how this turned out. Oh my God, I think it is so pretty. You guys know I don't get to play with glitter that often on this YouTube channel because I really, really don't like it, but I feel like she used this very, very wisely in this look. And I also have a few other ideas up my sleeve that I think I want to add to this look to really tie it together as well. So without further ado, let's jump in. So I first want to start off in the inner corner in that little crease moment, and obviously we're going to cut out the cloud later on, but I'm first going to grab an M456 and dip into the shade Cola, which is the deep matte blue of the palette. And I'm just going to pack Cola right inside of that like inner crease area. And I am going to bring it out a little bit farther too. When I do cut creases, I usually actually cut it right on the crease line because I have this really annoying flap of skin that like covers my inner corner. It seems like such a stupid thing, but you have no idea how difficult it makes so many makeup looks, especially cut creases. But with this cloud, I do want to kind of bring that in a little bit more, so I'm going to take that into consideration. Next over to Cola, I'm going to take a little bit of Daddy on the same exact brush and place the shade as well right next to it on the crease, in the crease. What did I just say? Next to Daddy, I'm going to take B on an M433 brush and place this right there. Patting on the color first and then blending it upwards. I'm gonna grab a little bit of You're Kidding on an M456 brush as well and put that in here. I'm gonna add it obviously in a lot more colors as well to blend these all together, but I just wanna kind of get the situation started just so I can kind of map everything out. I'm gonna grab Escape on an M456 brush and put this over here. Okay, so now I need to go back into like all the transitional colors to blend all this together so it doesn't look disgusting like this. So what I'm going to do is grab a fluffy brush and dip into Single, and I'm gonna use this and go right over the edge of this red and purple to diffuse these two colors together and to blend out this outer edge. Adding in some more of You're Kidding, a little bit more of B. Gonna buff out that Daddy using a little bit of Social Blade. And then finally a little bit of Playground just to buff out that inner corner. To cut the crease and create this little cloud shape, I'm gonna grab the Morphe White Concealer and I'm going to put this on the back of my hand. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the E19 brush. This one is not in my brush set. When I was making the brush set, I did not exactly anticipate doing a cloud cut crease, so sorry about that, but I'm gonna try to make this work. Lump number 1. Pretty good lump if I do say so myself, not gonna lie. How do I do this? Okay, lump number 2. Kinda down, kinda good, kinda fresh, kinda funky, kinda clouded. Lump number 3. I forgot to breathe. One more little lump. Okay. This is good. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the M124. This is my all-time favorite brush for packing on shades. And I'm first gonna grab a little bit of Love That. And I'm gonna pack this right over top of that like outer edge. Then I'm gonna grab You're Kidding on a tiny little pencil brush. So I'm basically gonna like keep laying on these colors in the same rainbow order going back into the eyelid, but I'm gonna leave more and more white space. Basically this is like rainbow liner almost. Next to the red, I wanna place a little bit of orange, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of Rusted and put this kind of like right there. Just kidding. Actually gonna do 518. Finally gonna grab a little bit of yellow on that same brush. I'm gonna pack that right here. Now I need to pack on some white. Put a little bit of flashback right on top of everything. Wow, I just realized I've been silent for almost this entire video. That's when you know I'm struggling for a real one. Okay, I'm gonna do the lower lash line now. Something easy and nice. So I need to first put on some more single with an M456 and really bring this all the way into the lash. I'm gonna kind of pull this down pretty far too because I am gonna be adding glitter. And then just taking a little bit of Playground on that same brush from before as well and tucking this right next door. And I'm gonna bring this right up into that inner corner as well. I'm just lightly feathering out those edges. Now I'm going to take a little bit of black, very carefully, on a tiny little packer brush, and I'm gonna put this right up against that lower lash line. Nice and smoked for a real one. Okay, that is looking really beautiful. So you guys remember in the first look, a few minutes ago, I talked about how I always like my inner corner highlight and my waterline to always match because I feel like it makes the whole look cohesive. So I want to do the same thing here. I'm gonna have a huge pop of white in the inner corner. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of that Morphe white concealer on a just lighter brush, and I'm gonna tap it off so it kind of dries down a little bit. And I'm gonna tuck this right in my eyeball. I'm gonna take a little bit of that concealer as well, just to sketch in a new lower lash line in the inner corner. Just gonna grab a little bit of flashback on a pencil brush, and I'm going to pop this right on the inner corner just to blend out that harsh edge. Just to blend out that harsh edge. That's right, what is wrong with me? Oh, the little stars and stuff. Oh, forgot about that. Okay. First, I'm gonna start by grabbing my NYX white liquid liner, and I'm just gonna sketch in a few little stars in the rainbow portion. Let's do like a little moment right out here. Now just for some little stars. And I'm gonna pop on a glitter in the inner corner, but I'm just gonna take a little bit more of that liquid liner and add in some dots right on that white shade. This is something that I like to do a lot too when it comes to putting a bright highlight in the inner corner, because sometimes with certain glitters or pigments, they only shine super, super bright if the light is hitting it. But obviously, depending on your lighting, you can't always do that. So what I like to do is sometimes take a white liner and put a ton of little dots here to almost like mimic the look of glitter, because that way you can still layer glitter over top of it, but even if the light doesn't hit it, it'll still be white. Now I just want to take a few different chunky glitters. Let's see. Oh, I should do like the little star drips first, huh? I'm gonna grab a liner brush and dip into the shade Single, and then I'm going to, I guess, just like drip this down for a real one. I'm gonna take a little bit of Brother using that same little brush. Now I'm gonna pop on some glitter. Okay, so I have a few different chunky glitters that I'm gonna use today, and they're all from the brand In Your Dreams on Instagram. I don't wanna tip that or it's gonna fall everywhere and I'm gonna die. But they're super dope and they have a lot of chunky glitter. I feel like for some reason chunky glitter is like impossible to find, but it's literally the only glitter that I ever use because you guys know I hate glitter, period. So we're gonna put it on. And I'm gonna put it on using the Peaches glitter adhesive. Last but finally not least, I have a few of these tiny little star glitters. I do not know how far I can tilt that before it's gonna fall, but they're shaped like stars, I promise. Thank you to my sister Rosie for letting me borrow them. Gonna glue all these little stars onto the bottom of each little like drip, as if they're like stars that have fallen out of the sky. So cute. Oh my God, so that is one eye all complete, and I am obsessed with this. This is literally one of my favorite looks I have ever done, and it's also one of the longest times I've ever spent on an eye. I'm gonna quickly cut and go off camera and do the other eye and hopefully not take 4 hours, and I'll be right back with the finished look. Okay, so I'm back. I just finished out the other eye off camera. This did in fact take me another several hours, which is just lovely, but it's done, and that's all that matters, and I feel so beautiful. I just popped on a pair of Lily lashes in the style So Extra Miami. Use code James for 15% off your purchase. And now let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the face. For the highlight, as always, I'm gonna give my face a quick spritz of the Morphe Prep and Set setting spray. This is my literal all-time favorite. And then grab the shade Face from the palette. And then just grabbing Literally on an E4 brush. You guys know this is my all-time favorite combination. And putting this right over top just to mix the highlight and blush together. Finally, for lips, my go-to nude combination. And then just topping it off with some gloss. And finally finishing this look off with the MAC Fix Plus Gold Light Edition for a little inner glow. Okay, and literally 4 hours later, here. This is look number 2, inspired by sister Lauren Bettles, all complete. I went into this look today knowing it was gonna be challenging, and it definitely was, but it took so much longer than expected. Now, you guys know I love just sitting down and playing with makeup, but this took so much time and patience and precision, cutting this crease, making sure all the whites and all the colors were blended together. But that being said, literally 4 hours of work later, I think every single minute of that was worth it because I am obsessed with how this look turned out. I think it is literally one of the most beautiful looks I've ever had on my face. Like, are you literally kidding me? Hello. You guys all better go double tap this Instagram picture once it goes live. Oh my God. But thank you so much to Lauren for sharing this look with me and for supporting me and my palette. It means so much. This literally goes to show that you can do anything with this palette. If you guys decide to recreate this look at home, do not forget to tag Lauren for makeup credit and also tag me so I can see all of your guys' beautiful looks as well. And without further ado, let's move on to the next one. All right, so finally onto the last look of the video, and I'm a little bit nervous for this one, not gonna lie. I'm assuming if you saw the thumbnail, this is probably why you clicked on this video, which is why I kept it for last, queen of marketing. I'm gonna be recreating this look today from La Vie d'un Prince, one of my really good friends, Jose. Jose is an incredibly talented makeup artist, but also truly one of the nicest influencers I have ever met to this day. Such a sweetheart, I absolutely love him the most. But that being said, I am very nervous for this look today because this whole makeup look is actually inspired by Marcelo Cantu Photo, who is an iconic photographer. Now, if you're not familiar with like makeup community history, this whole look and effect actually went viral several years ago by a photo edit that Marcelo Cantu did. Now, I've actually shot with him before. His work is literally insane, one of the coolest photographers of all time, and he's very known for doing digital effects. Now, I know for a fact that this original photo that Marcelo did was completely edited on, and Jose did it with makeup. And when I saw Marcelo's photo a few years ago, I've always wanted to recreate it, but I just generally never thought it would be possible using makeup because the colors are so vibrant. But sister Jose managed to do it, and to make it even better, he used my palette. So I figured for the last look today, I would try my absolute best to recreate this. If it turns out great, amazing. If it turns out bad, at least it's the last look and you guys wouldn't have already clicked off the video early on. Okay, so I think looking at this photo and also at this really great condition James Charles palette, I think I want to start with the highlights and kind of build backwards with the colors. Okay, so I think I'm first gonna grab my M433 brush and dip into the shade Playground, which is this like teal blue. And I'm gonna put it on this side because this is my better side. I'm just gonna put this like right, oh my gosh. There's no going back now. Then I'm gonna bring it like up to the nose. What I'm not gonna do is start freaking out. Okay, we're gonna make this positive. Then I need some more up here too. I'm gonna layer obviously a lot more on, but I feel like this is a good start. Now I'm gonna grab another M433 and dip into the shade Single, and I'm gonna use this like below the blues, so like right here. Maybe you're gonna grab a little bit of Brother on a M519 and use that to kind of blend together the blue and purple. I'm just placing colors on here randomly, so I don't even know if this is supposed to be like a tutorial or what is going on. I'm assuming there's gonna be a lot of Facetune needed to like bring this to life. And you know what, that's okay. You know, I do love a good Facetune moment. I am the queen of Facetune, so we can definitely make it work. Adding that Brother shade in between Playground and Single definitely makes it look way better, but still not good. Oh, I forgot my brow bone. I'll do that in a second. Okay, I need to put more things here. Pack on some Single up here next to the blue. Could add a little bit more purple here. I'm gonna grab the shade Love That and a little bit more of a fluffy brush and use this to now blend out the edges of that purple. Oh, yes, sis. The chief just called, and this is it. That was so annoying. A little bit of Love That in the inner nose area. I feel like during these videos and these type of looks, I always get super discouraged when it doesn't look perfect right away, but in the end, usually happy with it. Right now, definitely at that stage where it looks not good. I'm not going to give up, and hopefully it looks okay by the time that I finish this. At this point, I think if there's gonna be anything that's gonna save this look, it's going to be the highlights and like the whites. So I'm gonna grab an M456 and the shade Hello. This is like the bright metallic icy baby blue from the palette, and I'm gonna give it a nice spritz of some Prep and Set because I definitely do want this to be like very metallic. And I'm gonna start placing this color on the high points. Okay, this is kind of coming together, not gonna lie. Gonna pop a little bit of Hello right on that inner corner, on the tip of the nose, also down the nose bridge, and on the brow bone as well. Now I want to take another one of the M456 brushes to dip into the shade ring light, which is like that metallic pearl. And we're gonna give that a spritz of Prep and Set and put that like even more in the middle. Yep, this is exactly what we need. Okay. Oh, I should definitely do some on my ear. Definitely in my ear. In Jose's original photo, he does have a winged liner on. Now, I clearly already have lashes on because I was too lazy to take them off before I started this look for some reason. And now I'm gonna be really lazy. I'm gonna try to do my wing liner over top of my lashes. Is this going to work? Probably not. Am I going to try? Absolutely. Oh my God, I am the queen of saving time. Look at that wing. Oh my God. I would normally literally never do a wing this thick, but Jose's wing was large and in charge today, gal, so we're gonna match it. I'll do it on the other eye too, even though there isn't gonna be anything over there, I guess. Did I just make my winged eyeliner like literally perfectly even? I'd like to think not only God, but also Jesus. In Jose's original look, he does have the lower lash line smoked out with black. You guys know I don't really like putting black on my waterline, but we are going to do it today. I'm gonna dip into the shade Spooky on my M508 brush and just go right in there. Oh my God, I should have just left it how it was. Oh no! I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Glide On pencil in the shade 0, which is the black one, and put this in my waterline. I guess lastly, I'm gonna pop on a black liquid lipstick. This is Ofra in the shade The Bronx. Use code James for 30% off. Whenever I do black lips, I have the tendency to overline them way too much. Oh, that is not good. I'm scared. Alright, you guys, I think this is the final look by Lovey Done Prints, inspired by Marcelo Cantu photo, all complete. I'm really not sure how much better I can get this to look, considering the original was not even actual makeup and it was a digitally edited photo where literally anything is possible. Considering that, I think we did okay today. I think it looks definitely decent. With a little bit of Facetune though, this will be good and fresh. And with all that being said, I think those are all 3 looks all complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me recreate, or at least try to recreate these 3 makeup looks on my face today. Oh my God, when I saw these 3 looks from the original artist, I was so excited and I just wanted to play and sit down with the palette, which is exactly the point of why I made this in the first place. These artists blew my mind. And even if the last look didn't exactly come out quite as planned, I definitely had so much fun challenging myself today, and I felt equally as beautiful in all 3 looks. If you sisters at home decide to recreate any of these makeup looks, make sure to tag the original artist for credit and also tag me so I get to see it. And as well, if you happen to pick up the James Charles X Morphe palette before its sister sold out, please tag me in all your makeup looks. I cannot wait to see you guys playing with color and being creative and unleashing your inner artists. If you enjoyed this video today, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up down below and come show your sister's support. It means so much to me. And also, if you have not already, don't forget to click that big red subscribe button down below and come join this sisterhood. We are over 11 million sisters strong. I feel like we are growing so fast and my brain cannot even keep up. And also click that bell icon so you can get a notification every time I upload a brand new video. If you'd like to follow me on my makeup journey, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. They're both just James Charles. My Snapchat for more behind the scenes stuff is James Charles with an extra S after Charles. This video's sister shout out goes to sister Kenneth. Thank you so much, love, for always following and supporting. You know I love you literally so much. And if you'd like to be the next video's sister shout out, don't forget to always retweet my video links when they go live on Twitter. Alright sisters, that is all I have for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to follow all the rules so you can be entered to win this video's holiday give a slay. I love you so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye!